Don't have extra masks? I'll jury rig one. This isn't malicious, but I don't know where else to put this story. My dad, 68, drove me, 25 to a hospital once to get a drug test done during late 2020. The drug test was the kind where you urinate in a cup and was done as part of an employment thing at a certain hunting and fishing business. I entered the hospital and I realized too late that I didn't have a mask. I asked the front desk lady if they had extra masks and she said no. She was very polite and told me that if I could find a mask, then I could proceed with my appointment. Cue me asking my dad if there was any extra masks in his truck. We searched, but found nothing. About a minute later, my dad's Navy training for smartassery kicked in. He took a microfiber cloth and some surgical tape from a compartment under the back seat of his truck and had me hold the cloth over my nose and mouth while he taped it to my face. I could breathe just fine. Don't worry. I walked back into the hospital and the nurses there laughed like crazy when they saw me. They accepted me having a mask and I proceeded with my appointment. I told my dad what happened as well and he got a great laugh out of it too. It was a great evening. If you used duct tape, the term would have been MacGyvered.
GJ there, Dad.
Edit. I have been shamed. It's both. https www.dictionary.com/e/juryrigetavishajerryrigged/hash. Text equals jury %2 drigged %20 means %20 something %20 was been %20 influenced %20 by %20 Jerry %2 debuilt. Jerry. FTFY. Fun story, but nothing malicious about that. I was working the desk at a big box retailer when a guy came up with an anti-static cloth zip tied to his glasses as his mask. He had just cut a hole in the top corners of the cloth and fed a zip tie through. Plus, there were the remains of 2 holes on the bottom corners that had been pulled through. So this had been his mask for a while. I have a friend that had to get his oil changed in mid-2020. He forgot a mask and they were being crazy rude to him even though the first employee he talked to said it was no problem, they had extras inside. They did not. Finally he asked if he had to wear a shirt. They said no. So he stripped of his shirt and walked into the building with it over his face. OMFG, is that how you actually say it? Jury rig? Fuick, my whole life I thought it was Jerry Riggett. Never made any sense to me. We had a contractor come to do work on our house a month after March 2020. We had a small mask supply but he did not have one on hand. Rather than take the one we offered, he went out to his truck, took off one of his socks, and cut holes to loop over his ears. He wore his makeshift mask for the whole appointment. Great guy. And he did great work too. Wait, a hosp that has no masks? Not malicious. On the second day after the mask mandate started in my city, I watched a group get out of their car and put on masks. One person didn't have one. He went to the trunk and found a clear plastic cone of shame, large enough to go above his head when fastened around his neck. We served him. I had a friend crochet one. She wore it all through COVID. Since there was no standard for masks, there wasn't much anyone could do about it. Mostly it was other people hassling her. The businesses that were forced to tell her she had to wear one didn't care. That's some smekalka, open mouth smile. It's his dagenuity improved by the Navy.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.